Now that you're at home and you're feeling maybe ready, slightly more confident to be a father, but don't forget that your wife is going through a completely new change to her body and to her mind. And this is where you need to be aware of postnatal care.
I think it's very important to mention that the hormonal changes in a woman are quite significant. It's something that a man won't understand. And women during this stage are more likely to fall into postnatal depression. And it's something that you have to make sure that you are being as supportive and understanding and as patient as possible with her. It's a time where you reassure her. You make sure she feels her sense of self-worth. She has an identity, that she's not just the mother and that's what she's there to do, but rather you're proud of her, you're supportive of her, that you know who she is, you know she's beautiful. And these kind of loving and caring words will help her through this journey and are going to be her pillar, right? That without doing or saying much, that you're just there on job. That you're there for her in this moment and she can just completely rely on you and focus on one thing during this process, is to heal and recover.
What's really important for you to understand as the supportive father and husband in the household is the changes that your wife is going to go through and how you can deal with that. So the first thing is your wife is going to have a period of bleeding that occurs after pregnancy. This is normal, by the way, don't be shocked by this. But this also means that your wife will not be praying. Okay, your wife will not be praying during this time, and she won't be physically intimate during this time as well. And so it's important for you to be aware of that and just make sure that she feels like she's being supported and she's healing and eating the correct foods to be able to heal during that process of bleeding. The other thing is that her body will also begin to change, right? Of course, it's gone already through a big change during pregnancy, and now it's going through another change where all the organs are trying to get back to where they are normally in the body, and the body is recovering, and maybe the extra weight that was put on, the pregnancy weight, is starting to be shed and starting to be lost. And sometimes it might stay as well, and this is normal. So it might take actually up to 1 year for a wife's body, for a mother's body to come back to their normal self as it was before pregnancy. And you need to be aware of that this change may occur. Your wife may look different to you in front of you, and you need to be there to support her in those changes, helping her get back to normal and reminding her that this change in her body isn't a negative, but actually these are the positive signs of this amazing achievement that she has just gone through and this challenge that she's just gone through. And like anyone that would go through anything that could completely change their body and mind, it will take them time to recover and to heal from it. And so you should be there and know that and support her with that.
So the thing I want to mention is at this point, your wife is going to kick in overdrive with her motherly instincts, right? And it's a time where you need to ensure that you are facilitating rest for her. You're saying, listen, I've got the feed, I've got the baby for a bit, go have a nap. And you need to create those environments. If guests are coming, you need to be like, hang on, my wife needs to rest. Sorry, we can't cater to you at this current moment. We'd love to have you around, but can we just reschedule at a time where she's feeling a bit better, where she's a bit more rested, and we can all be happily together and enjoy and celebrate. Of course, it's a thing of dealing with it diplomatically and nicely. It's not about shutting away people, but at the same time, your wife and her recovery and her health takes priority. The other thing to mention, which is very important, is make sure your wife is being active from day one. There, she's rested, of course, but as soon as she's starting to recover, she's mobile, she feels like she can get into the swing of things. You should be encouraging her to attend mums and babies workshops, a baby massage thing. Take that up to bond with the baby, but also to meet other like-minded people who have been on a similar journey, because it makes sharing those experiences easier. It means connecting to people. It means that what she's gone through, she wasn't alone in it. Other people can relate, right? Yeah. And as humans, we're social beings. So remember that she needs to be in that environment and facilitate that for her. And then 1 time or 2 times or 3 times, whatever is kind of easy and in your capacity, make sure that she's actually having relaxing time away as well without with the baby. So for example, send her for a massage, send her away on a dinner with her friends or her sisters or her cousins or whoever else that kind of can do that with her. Yeah. Because I think this kind of recovery is very important for your wife in this crucial stage where she needs to find herself, she needs to bond with the baby, she needs to socialize once again. And at the same time, she shouldn't just be thinking of this as a burden and being overwhelmed with what's happening around her. She does need these moments to strengthen her, give her purpose, And again, all of that should be rooted in faith.